Hey guys, welcome back to Stranger Things Talk. Eddie Munson became an instant standout of Stranger Things Season 4. The way fans reacted to his charisma, there was no doubt in anybody's mind that he was going to be a lot of people's favorites. Eddie was probably the most talked about character in pop culture for a good month and a half, which led to there being like a cult following of him, which is interesting to say the least. That's a whole nother thing. But unfortunately, Eddie was one of the characters that the Duffer Brothers decided wasn't going to make it out of the season. So, as with any great story and character, people have been making some crazy theories. Everything from Eddie coming back from the dead as a zombie, or Vecna turning him into a Demogorgon warrior to fight Eleven, which, side note, I think that would be a really awesome Funko Pop. I don't want to break everybody's hearts like the Duffer Brothers, but I don't think Eddie is going to be coming back in any way, shape, or form. At least in person. I think that if the Duffer Brothers do decide to bring Eddie back, it'll be in a flashback form. I don't think there was enough episode grids and just enough time in Season 5 to handle Eddie coming back from the dead. There's so much they have to finish in Season 5. It's the end of the show. They have to wrap up everybody's stories, and I just think that bringing him back to life would be too much. If we play out the most likely scenarios, Dustin is still going to be mourning Eddie's death. At least, I hope he will be, because most of the characters didn't even seem to care at the end of Season 4. Steve, I'm looking at you, most of all. And I think it's the perfect chance to give the fans the moment they want, without doing something super outrageous that would just feel disingenuous. Sean Levy was recently asked in an interview if there was any chance that Eddie could return, and Sean had to say this.
You ever get an Eddie flashback in Season 5?
Boy, a lot of people can't even handle the thought of a Season 5 without some excuse for Eddie presence. Highly unlikely. But we hear you, world. We know you're obsessed with Eddie, so are we.
I think this shows that Eddie probably isn't going to be coming back, and it makes so much sense when you just look at his story arc. Eddie started off the season saying there's no shame in running, why be a hero, and even in episode 9, he said we don't look like heroes. And then he ended off his story by being the hero and sacrificing himself to try to save a town who hated him. Eddie had the perfect death he could have had, and I feel like if they bring him back, that would all just be wasted. But who knows? Maybe he will come back. I doubt it. I think his story is done. But the writers keep exceeding our expectations, so anything is possible. And another thing I want to bring up is now that the Season 5 Episode 1 title, The Crawl, got announced, a lot of people have been saying that it could be referencing Eddie crawling back to life. And I just want to say that I think that I don't think that's even remotely related. I feel like that'd be, and even if they were because if they were gonna bring Eddie back to life, I feel like they wouldn't put that in the title or even reference that in the title. So I think the title just means, like I said in my other video, that the Upside Down making its way into the normal world. But yeah, that's another thing that I just wanted to put out there. I don't think the title is about Eddie, but if you like Stranger Things and enjoyed this video, you might want to consider subscribing and comment if you want Eddie to come back. And remember, friends don't lie. See ya.